Welcome in, my friends. Tonight, you are not just falling asleep. You are entering a calm journey where English words will float around you gently, naturally, like a river. You don't need to study. You don't need to repeat loudly. All you need to do is listen. If you stay awake, you'll enjoy the story. If you fall asleep, your brain will still listen. Close your eyes, feel your breathing in and out, slowly, calmly. As you relax, imagine yourself traveling. A trip that takes you across airports, airplanes, hotels, restaurants, and cities. Along the way, you will hear English. Clear, simple, beautiful English. Let's begin. You are standing in a bright airport. The floor shines. People pull heavy suitcases. Announcements echo. Flight 27 is now boarding. You walk to the check-in counter. The agent smiles. Hello, may I see your passport? You reply softly. Hello, here is my passport. She asks, do you have any luggage? You say, yes, one suitcase. She types quickly on her computer. She prints a ticket, and she smiles again. Enjoy your flight. You answer, thank you very much. Listen again to the key words. Passport, suitcase, ticket, and thank you. You walk to security. A man in uniform says, please take off your shoes. You reply calmly, okay, no problem. At immigration, the officer asks, what is the purpose of your trip? You say, tourism, a holiday, or maybe even vacation. He asks, how long will you stay? You answer, 2 weeks or 14 days. He stamps your passport. Thump. The sound is final, powerful. He says, welcome. Enjoy your trip. You smile. You are ready. You sit on the airplane. The seat is very soft. The sound of engines is deep, like a heartbeat. The flight attendant walks by. She asks, would you like something to drink? You answer, yes, water please. Or yes, coffee please. Or how about yes, orange juice please. Later, she brings food. She asks, chicken or vegetarian? You answer, chicken please. Or vegetarian, please. Your neighbor speaks. Is this your first time traveling to London? You smile. Yes, it is. It's my first time. He asks, do you travel often? You answer, not very often, or maybe sometimes. The words echo gently. Water, please. Chicken, please. Or yes, it is. Not very often. You close your eyes. The plane moves higher and clouds surround you. Now you arrive at a beautiful hotel. The lobby is bright with chandeliers. The sound of soft music plays in the background. You go to reception. You say, hello, I have a reservation. The receptionist asks, "Can I have your passport?" You hand it over. "Here it is." She says, "Your room is on the 5th floor." You reply, "Thank you very much." The porter helps you with your bag. You say, "Thank you." Later, you notice the air conditioning is not working. You call reception. "Hello, the air conditioning is not working. Could you send someone to fix it?" They reply, "Yes, no problem." At checkout, you say, "I'd like to check out, please. Can I leave my luggage here for a few hours?" The receptionist smiles and says, "Of course." Key words to repeat here are reservation, check-in, air conditioning, no problem, of course. The next morning, the city is alive. You step outside, the sun shines, and you call a taxi. "Taxi!" The driver stops. You say, "Can you take me to the museum, please?" He asks, "Do you want to use the meter?" You answer, "Yes, please use the meter." On the bus, you ask, "Where is the bus stop? Does this bus go to the city center?" A passenger answers, "Yes, it does." On the train, you ask, "How many stops until the station?" They reply, 3 stops. The rhythm of travel continues. Taxi, bus stop, city center, 3 stops. Now, you walk into a restaurant. The smell of fresh bread, the sound of dishes, and soft voices. The waiter comes. You say, "Can I see a menu, please?" He gives you the menu. You look. You say, "I'd like the chicken with rice," or "I'd like the pasta, please." He asks, "Would you like something to drink?" You reply, "Yes, orange juice, please," or "Yes, a cup of tea, please." At the end, you would ask, "Could we have the bill, please?" Or, "Can I pay by card?" He nods, "Of course." Menu, chicken, tea, bill, card, and of course. The evening market is colorful. Lights shine, music plays. You pick up a t-shirt. You ask, "How much is this?" The shopkeeper says, $20. You ask, "Do you have this in a larger size?" Or, "Do you have this in another color? I love blue." At another shop, you say, "Can I try this on?" The shopkeeper replies, "Yes, of course." Keywords: how much, larger size, another color, try on. Now, sometimes things might go wrong. You don't feel well, you say. "I don't feel well. I need a doctor." At the clinic, you might say, "I have a fever." The doctor says, "Take this medicine. You'll be fine." Another day, you lose your passport. At the police station, "I lost my passport. I need to make a report." The officer answers, "Don't worry. We'll help you." Keywords here are doctor, fever, passport, report, and don't worry. In a cafe, you sit near a stranger. You smile. You say, "Hello, where are you from?" They reply, "I'm from Brazil. And you?" You say, "Oh, I'm from Egypt." They smile. "Nice to meet you." You reply, "Nice to meet you too." You talk more. Is this your first time here? Yes, it is. What do you recommend to see in this city? The old market, the museum, the park. Friendship begins. Words of note are where are you from? Nice to meet you. First time and recommend. As the night deepens, you hear these words softly. I am learning English every day. My English is improving. I feel confident speaking English. I understand more and more. English is becoming easy for me. I enjoy learning English. I will speak English fluently. Now, the journey ends. You traveled, ate, shopped, made friends, all in English. Even if you slept, your brain was awake, listening, remembering, and when you wake up, you will feel fresh, positive, and stronger in English. Good night, sweet dreams, and keep learning.